it's Christine with cricketscreativecorner.com, and I'm going to show you the last of my 4 card swaps that I have made over the last couple of weeks. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. This is the ink that I'm using, the Pool Party ink. We're using Merry Christmas to All. This stamp set is really, really nice. We're going to be using Merry Christmas and May the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. So we'll put that to the side. I'm also using the Layering Circle Framelit dies. And then, excuse me, we have the Pool Party satin ribbon. And here's the Pool Party cardstock that I'm going to be using. Whisper White and Real Red. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the Pool Party. So I'm just going to take, these are our 12 by 12, I'm sorry, 12, 8.5 by 11 cardstock, not 12 by 12, but we do have 12 by 12. This is 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and we're going to go ahead and, this is going to be the base of the card. So I'm going to go ahead and take my cutter, my trimmer out, Stampin' Trimmer. Let me turn it around. I don't use it that direction. Okay, so we're going to turn it around. I'm going to raise it up where you can see the measurements here on the bottom so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in lengthwise. This is 11 inches this way. So I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. All right, then we're going to take it out. I'm going to flip it around, and it's going to be cut at 5 1/2, just like that. So now you have 2 cards you can make out of this one sheet of cardstock. So I'm going to put one away and one over here. And then I'm just going to cut a piece of the Whisper White. You could just get a piece of extra, like, you know, like a scrap piece of Whisper White if you want. I'm going to do about 4 inches on this. And this is going to be just an extra piece we're going to put a stamp on. So there's that. So, and then I'm going to do the Real Red. I'm going to get a piece of the Real Red cardstock. And I'm going to cut this one. This is going to be the second layer. It's going to be at 5 1/4. Get that straight. By 4. This is a pretty simple card, so it should be fairly quick to get done. So we're going to go ahead and put this to the side, and we're going to go ahead and get started on putting this together. Get all this all nice and straight here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get my stamp that we're going to be using. Merry Christmas to All. We're going to pick this piece. It says Christmas, and I'm looking for Merry. Let me find my Merry. Here it is. And then I'm also going to use this piece right here. Okay, I think that's the only pieces that we're going to use. Let's put that to the side. Let me get some blocks that we could put these on. I think this one's a little bit too small. Let me get a bigger block right here. Go ahead and get this lined up and put on there. Okay, get that one ready. And then I'm going to take my longer block, and we're going to put the Merry Christmas down like this. I'm going to kind of see if I could line it up as best I can so it'll be kind of straight-ish, because it kind of angles a little bit. And then I've got these backwards. Hang on a second. Let me see it. It's going to go like that. Yeah, so it's going to have to be lined up like this. So I'm going to put that one there, and this one. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out where I want to line these up at. Move it over a little bit. I think that might be pretty good. Okay, so we're going to just stick it on here. Ooh, I just have enough room on there. So, okay, that'll work. That'll work for me. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take this piece. This is our scratch, kind of like extra cardstock that we're going to use. I'm going to get my stamp out, and then I'm going to get the Pool Party ink right here. And I'm going to go ahead and just stamp it right where I can cut it out here in just a minute. So let me make sure it's nice and inked up, and I just re-inked my ink pad, so excuse me. So let's go ahead and put that down just like that. Pretty. And then I'm going to put this to the side, and then I'm going to take my Real Red piece, the 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm just going to ink this with the same ink, the Pool Party ink, just like this. And you don't have to push down real hard, just a little tap, make sure it's all inked up. And then I'm just going to go across this, just like this. It should show up pretty well. And you'll see what I'm doing here in just a second. Perfect. So we're going to keep doing that. Just kind of ink it up. And then I'm going to kind of move it over a little bit, right about there. And then we're just going to keep going. So I'm over here inking the ink, inking the stamp. And I'm going to move it over like this right here. So I'm kind of stamping off, which is perfect. Okay, ink some more. And then we're going to just put it in the middle again, right here. And then I've got some spaces here, and I got a space here. So I'm going to just start with the Mary end of it. Just ink that piece, and then line it up as best I can. It's not real lined up real well, but it'll be fine. So, and then I'm going to take the Christmas end and kind of see if I can line this up a little bit better. Right in here. Okay, and now we're done with that piece. So I'm going to put that away, and I think that's all the stamping we're going to do. So now I'm going to take this piece back right here, and I'm going to get our layering circle framelits, and I've already got these kind of ready right here. Oh, I do need an extra piece of the blue. Okay, so I'm going to use this piece to cut this out. And then let me see if I can get an extra piece of blue that's large enough. Let me see, I just saved my scraps, so I just put them in the same. I might be able to use this one if it's not big enough. Okay, that's not going to be large enough, so I'm going to use, maybe this will be perfect. That's the perfect size. So what I'm going to do is get my Big Shot, bring it over here, put it right there, right in front and center. Okay, so I'm going to take this off, and what we have here is our magnetic plate and our precision base plate. So you can do these at the same time. Let me see if I can do that real quick. It'll be a little bit quicker to do the video here. All right, so I'm just going to line this up where I like it. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit right there, and then this one's not, doesn't have to be lined up. It just needs to be just like that. So we're going to take this top plate. We're going to carefully put it down because I don't want it to move. Okay, there we go. Hold it down and run it through. And run it through the second piece. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh, sorry. The camera is getting bumped. Okay, so then I've got this piece and I've got this piece. We'll take those out. That's all the cutting I have to do with my Big Shot. Put that away. And what I'm going to do is take this piece, these away, and then our background piece. We're going to have this, and here's the card base, and here's my other piece. So we're ready to go ahead and put this card together. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some ribbon, the Pool Party ribbon, and I'm just going to kind of put this on the bottom, kind of around in here. You can lower it, or you can actually bring it up a little higher. Maybe I'll put it right there. Maybe I'll put it here. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. I think I did it kind of like right here on the other cards, but I think I'm going to bring it down. So I'm going to just flip it over just like this. I'm going to get some gift tape. Uh-oh. And I'm going to tape these pieces down here in the back so they'll stay. Make sure it's straight. We'll look at it in just a second. Perfect. It's just an easy way to keep your ribbon down. Okay, it's a little crooked. Let me get this one repositioned. Right about there. That looks pretty good. And you just use the same tape. Okay, so we're done with that piece. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere it to this. Get my snail. And I'll put it right here in the middle. And like that. You're going to leave 1/4 inch all the way around. All right, and then I'm going to get about 12 inches of ribbon. Let me get my scissors real quick. And we're going to cut the ribbon at about 12 inches. And I was measuring on our grid paper. We have our measurements down here, just like this. So it really comes in handy. Comes in handy for measuring and stamping and everything. So, all right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this ribbon. I'm going to attempt a bow, so be patient with me. So this is how I do my bows. See if this will work. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult, and it makes it more difficult for me to do it. So I think this is going to be good, though. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to do it. Yep, I think we got it. It's perfect, actually. So that worked out really well. Look how perfect that is. That was pretty quick and everything. So I'm going to just cut this little piece. I just like it to be a little bit even with the loop of the ribbon. All right, so we're done with that. I probably could have moved it over just a little bit. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to take these two pieces, and I'm going to get my snail adhesive, put it right here on the back of it, and then line it up with this super cute little scalloped circle there. And then I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to get my dimensionals. This is super quick and easy. And these are the mini dimensionals. Let me get my bigger dimensionals. Let's see, hold on. All right, here's some dimensionals. These are just some that I had from the Paper Pumpkin kit. So I'm just going to make sure that it's straight up and down, flip it over, and I'm going to put one up on the top and one at the bottom. And we could do a couple, like one right here and one right here. I want it to be kind of split in half so that ribbon doesn't get stuck to these dimensionals. Oops, there we go. Put that away. This away. This is a real cute, simple, and I love the colors. It's colors that you wouldn't think that would go really well together, but I really like it. So I was really impressed. So this is Pool Party and Real Red cardstock. And then what I really wanted to do, and I could not find them, was put my red stones, like 3 of them on here, but I could not find them. So what I might do is go ahead and get some of the clear stones and put those on there. Okay, so I'm going to head and grab my clear stones, even though I'd rather the red ones. I think these will be okay, just for this. So if you have red stones, I would put those on there. I think it would look so much better. So we're just going to put one like right here. I like one maybe right in here. Let's see, where else are we going to put one? Maybe right here. And that's pretty much all that you need. So like I said, it's a super simple card. I love it. Beautiful, quick and easy. The Real Red and the Pool Party together makes a beautiful Christmas card. There you go. Y'all have a great day. We'll talk to y'all soon.
Snowflakes fall